Picture this. One morning you step outside and your summer feels like standing inside an oven. And winter feels like living in your freezer. No asteroid, no apocalypse, just Earth leaning 10 more degrees on its axis. It doesn't sound like much, but it's the difference between I need sunscreen and why use my house underwater? Welcome to Imagine This, where we explore how a simple tilt could turn our planet upside down, without it actually flipping over. Today's question, what if Earth tilted just 10 more degrees? Right now, Earth tilts at about 23.5 degrees, and that tilt is what gives us seasons. Increase it by 10 degrees, and now we're talking super seasons. Hotter hots, colder colds, and climate patterns so extreme, your weather app would just give up and say, good luck out there. Summers in many parts of the world would become blistering, winters would turn brutal, and the mild spring and fall seasons we rely on for planting and harvesting would shrink dramatically. The tropics would expand, polar regions would melt faster, and weather patterns everywhere would shift like a game of planetary musical chairs. Cities in the mid-latitudes could see triple-digit summer heat as the norm, and your AC bill? Don't ask. Winters in places like New York or Berlin might resemble present-day northern Canada. Agriculture would have to move north or south, chasing the new climate zones. And forget ski season or beach season. In many places, the extremes might make both less enjoyable and far more dangerous. The equator would bake, the poles melt, then refreeze in pitch-black winters. Coastlines would flood as ice sheets in Greenland and Antarctica shrink like ice cubes on a summer sidewalk, raising sea levels faster than cities could build walls. Entire island nations could vanish beneath the waves, and low-lying megacities would be in a constant fight with the ocean. And storms? Oh, they're not just stronger, they're angrier. Think hurricanes on steroids. The redistribution of heat would supercharge hurricanes, cyclones, and monsoons, turning seasonal threats into relentless, high-powered assaults on coastlines and communities. The animal kingdom wouldn't just adapt quietly. It would be chaos. Birds might have to migrate hundreds of extra miles each year to find food and safe nesting grounds. Mammals could be driven into unfamiliar territories, competing with other species, and sometimes humans, for resources. Even marine life would be thrown into confusion, as changing sea temperatures and currents shifted where fish, seals, and whales could survive. Coral reefs? Forget it. They're already struggling, and warmer oceans would finish the job. Ecosystems that took thousands of years to balance could unravel in just decades. When animals and plants move, our dinner plates feel it. Fisheries could vanish from current fishing zones, forcing fleets to travel farther at higher cost. Farmers could lose pollinators, slashing crop yields or pushing them towards expensive, artificial alternatives. We'd adapt, because that's what humans do. But adaptation comes with a price. Millions, maybe billions, would be on the move, chasing a climate they can actually live in. Farms and cities would be forced to relocate. Entire diets would change. And geopolitical tensions would flare over land and water that suddenly became more or less habitable. And with the pace of change accelerating, infrastructure, economies, and governments might struggle to keep up. Maybe it's possible that a crisis this big could make the world actually work together. Yes, I can dream. A 10-degree tilt sounds tiny, but in planetary terms, it's like hitting shuffle on the climate playlist and finding out all the songs are in a different key. We'd survive, probably, but the Earth we know would be history. This is Imagine This, where we explore the what-ifs that make you think twice about the world around you. Subscribe, and let's see just how far our curiosity can tilt the world.